Welcome to your monthly November extensive tarot reading. Aries. Aries Collective, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, Aries Venus, Aries Mars. Which Aries you are, or are you cross-watcher? All welcome. So I decided to do this full moon in Taurus reading as an extra reading for this month, because there exists already monthly reading and predictions. There is opportunities and challenges, but now we go a little bit, let's say, maybe even deeper. But today I'm going to use you a spread from this Alchemist Unknown Alchemy cards. Less is more. So we just have that. Then I already pre-selected you a crystals. It's interesting that you got the monthly energy, solar plexus chakra, and now you have stepped kind of forward. This is the chakra higher, so it's the next one, the heart chakra. So it's almost like if I pick now the heart chakra, you maybe have like you have a really chance to be in your heart. The solar plexus chakra is all about willpower, putting the light in your house, and here you manifest things. Start to live your dream life. Everything happens when your heart centered. So we have here now for this extensive reading, and that's why you got this heart chakra deck. I'm gonna pull just freely cards from here today. I'm gonna look into this full moon of Taurus. What is that energy for you? But first, let's talk about the theme of this reading is Take Me to Wonderland. So we have very interesting energies going on here on planet Earth. We have the last moments in our lifetime that the Pluto is in Capricorn, and currently even the Venus is in Capricorn. And so there might be really something to do with the power and the money and all this kind of like a powerful, like even like a dirty business. It's coming to a light. And then 19th of November, when the Pluto changed to Aquarius, next 20 years will be a different style. That's why this Take Me to Wonderland, we are already starting now a little bit looking further this kind of devilish times that we've been since 2008. So let's go to Wonderland with this Alchemist cards, and your card of today is my own design from the Invisible Tarot deck. So Aries, this is your card to look for this Wonderland. Do what you love in the service of those who love what you do. So this is a victory card. This is really a person like being victorious and winning in life, what like a business or whatever do. So it's really like together with this heart that I always mentioned, that is like a manifesting things. You are now like able to make things, big things happen. So it's very good energy going on here. And yeah, I like to see the unicorn. It's like you have maybe some very authentic message. And yes, we have very strong this Aries energy currently, like it's been this kind of whole year. Like, what is your identity? This has been really like it clearly state your boundaries and so on. It's been the overall energy even going on. Anyway, let's see. I have some other decks here. I allow the public to ask a question. So I wish that person is Aries or something to do with Aries. But today, in the end of this reading, I'll keep it quite short. You can ask me a psychic question. So state it there. I put it in the description box, something about it, like subscribe, like, do this kind of stuff if you want me to pick you. Harshilvik Vakarma says, hey, what is this? This is Aries extensive monthly reading about full moon in Taurus. So we are gonna tap today a little bit actual energies for Aries in the full moon. I'm gonna use this Finnish Ukonpakka deck in my readings, especially every time. I have now pre-selected for all star signs the crystals and the cards from my own deck that I've been designing. But anyway, this is pre-selected, but then during this reading, I will tap into this full moon energy. So we'll see what kind of messages are coming through in this kind of Wonderland theme, anything is possible. And then I'm gonna use the Unknown Alchemy spread, 2-card spread, less is more. So we're gonna see what you need less and what you need more going forward. Very simple reading. And then you can, of course, also ask question. And for this reason, I put on the table this kind of planet sign and house cards that can be interesting help when I'm answering this question. We have also the erotic fantasy tarot on the table. Anyway, let's start. So we start here looking into Aries, less is more. So I'm doing this. While I do this, you can of course co-create with me, you can always say something. But now let's have this main reading. So we have here, I'm using this spread from here. So the situation could use less of this quality. And what would happen if you take it away entirely? It's a lesson or something, like a dose of alchemic's ingredient, what you need less. And if you like the card, there can be a message when you have to let it go, that maybe you have become too reliant on its qualities. So it's gonna give you like a little, like a wake-up call, like practically now, spirits for Aries. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna use my psychic skills here. Aries less. And more is the situation could use more of this quality. How much more? You ask from where you gather it. That is for you to determine. So what alchemist ingredient you need now? More in the full moon in Taurus. Yes, this unicorn on the table. Let's go. Oh my god, there is the red and white rose. Getting immediately very mystical. Paradise snake. What is this? I think I have to read this to get into this, because we have to let go this. There's something about this that is less. Okay, and the more. Sugar. But that is interesting. Often there is almost like this kind of teaching, like quit the sugar. But now you need it more. I think it's always, sugar is of course sweetness in life. So maybe there is some sour and bitter feelings or something immediately I can think of. What could it be? Because you have a heart chakra here. Heart is tapping into the sweet life, the sweetness, the very like a tender things that can be kind of sweet. Like somebody would call you honey, like a honey would be like the old time sweetheart is like honey, like it's also sweet. So have anybody recently, Aries, called you honey? You would need that more. This is Aries collective. So somebody is already commenting here, right? I hope sound is not going bad when I touch the screen. If it is, please say. So this is now actively divination. I'm using my psychic skills to see what is less and more. And let's read immediately about this red and white rose, because something about it, if you are like fond of it, there was this wisdom. If you like this card, perhaps you have become too reliant on its qualities. So, and when you would have to have more and you wouldn't like this, there is something maybe exactly that you need to learn why you need more. So what is this? Is it like 50, 64? What is the L? L, what is it? 59? Yes. So, you Aries, now the message is in the full moon in Taurus, you need this less. Interestingly, Vital force arising, awakening. This is such a positive card in my point of view. So what is it? But now it is in this laboratory, and now we are facing this because it is on the table. In the laboratory, the merging of red and white is an exquisite moment. It means something is coming to life before the alchemist's eyes. The pristine white of the rose is not threatened by the blood red pigment. Their mixing does not make pink. Rather, each color remains vibrantly itself, expressing its message. Like the rod of Asclepius, representing health and vitality, the floss sapientum appears to signify the awakening of the physical as a gateway to the spiritual. Without the body, spiritual teachings remain conceptual, not yet integrated into the everyday. This card encourages alchemists to honor the body as a temple each and every day, observing it, listening to it, mining it for information and guidance. At its height, this card signals a mastery, a uniting of body to serve the soul's purpose, as seen in the life of dancers, athletes, and during the birth process. Interesting that you need this less. Is really, you would think that this is opposite, but now it's like twisted. So next time, I interpret it as like this energies are very hard currently. Pluto in the last moments of Capricorn, it's very energy consuming. So because this is actual reading for now in full moon in Taurus, I think you have to save your body. You have to like, even you would be normally athlete or somehow very body workout person. Now it's a time to rest, and it's not time for this kind of too much intense pressure for your body, rather than kind of take it all in and kind of process it. And in esoteric yoga practice, one may understand this card as a Kundalini rising. So I think the energies are such a like a dense and intense this moment that if you even try to do this Kundalini rising, it's not the right moment to do it. I think it's why less. This is just a time. Now it's not time to rise your Kundalini. Now it's time to kind of like protect your energies rather. And now we get into the fact what you should do. You should have some body peeling, maybe some sugar on it. I don't know, like it is really feeling like no hard workout, but some kind of like a sweetness and celebration rather. Maybe stepping into the fact that indeed we have this kind of Thanksgiving coming, and like it's not bad to kind of like eat well or put even like a sugar on your food. So it is interesting, really. I see this almost like they are switched spaces, but who knows a Taurus now? I mean, Taurus, the ruling planet is Venus. Maybe there is something about this feminine energy that even the heart chakra is here, like is really coming through this Venus energy. Like you don't have to kind of like stress about add cortisol in your life. Like rather like have this feminine like a fluidity and energy and this kind of like have a bath, have a like a some nice dessert and enjoy life a little bit. Sugar, honey. You are my candy girl, and I've been loving you. What is this song coming in my head now? Sugar, honey. Okay, the Venus is in Capricorn. It's also very practical, but I don't know. Let's see, what is this sugar thing? You need more, Aries. So sacred sweetness, pleasure, attraction. Okay, it makes sense with the Venus, ruling planet in Taurus. It does make sense. But interestingly, it's almost like actually if you think about Venus and roses, it would be like that, like a kind of some Valentine and there is all these roses, but no rose bush for me, but rather some nice sweet cake. Oh, how sugar dances on the tongue. No matter how intellectual and scholarly our pursuits, sugar reminds us of our longing for simple pleasures. Until the 20th century, our need for sweetness It is, after all, one of the 5 essential tastes in Ayurveda, was fulfilled by raw honey offered by the bees. This material had many medicinal properties and was known in alchemy as a sacred elixir. Now most of our sources of sweetness, both literally and metaphorically, are highly processed, defined for us by a culture of consumption. This card is a call to explore the simple sweetness in life. Can you add tenderness to your alchemical experiment? How about joy, or even a laughter? It is likely the pleasure you crave will not be found from manufactured means, but from the childlike wonder residing in the heart. And here we had even a heart chakra for you. Remember the alchemical wisdom of like attracts like. Yes, I think I'm right about this. Like you are here having even this kind of unicorn person that is totally victorious. And if you are this kind of winner mode, you are offered like champagne or like a good life because you have made it. So you could like give you a little toast and celebrate your wins and have like if you don't drink alcohol, you can drink some what is it, elderberry juice or something that is tasty, something is good, and just celebrate and have this kind of, even like I'm thinking about like Venus is such a like a queen bee, like there is really this gel royale would be this really like that the bees even feed the queen, that the queen becomes queen is fed with this gel royale. So that would be the sugar here, like something like you feel royal. Treat yourself with something now in November that you feel that more. You feel like that win feels like win because you already have the victory card on the table. So celebrate that and feel like a winner, like allow yourself to have this pleasure. And not that you have to be grinding somewhere in the gym or like always like pushing like a masculine energy. More is feminine sweetness and tenderness and this kind of allowing just things to flow like a honey or like a smelt in your mouth. Okay, is there anybody saying anything? Somebody say yes, honey. So more honey, less this kind of sour, bitter rose spikes and thorns on your head. Now, let's go to these cards. This will be just your... I take you to the Wonderland. What is it? There is sweet honey. Already? No roses? No? Actually interesting, in the Wonderland, even the queen was ordering the white roses to be red. There's like these huge rules and like all the fun is taken off. So less that. Okay. So Aries now in the full moon in Taurus. What we need to know. Let's say that this was now... I take 2 cards. One is like more to maybe be an air bear. Now, what you don't be aware in this full moon in Taurus. Okay, lintukoto. 2 of Swords. This is the Happy Birds Island. It's showing this kind of migrating birds. So there's something about changing the scenery. I don't know, even traveling, but it is this kind of like getting to some happy place. It's here. What is what you don't less aware? Väinämöisen kaski tuli. What is this? 4 of Wands. Interesting. This is normally community, but in this case it's huge. This kind of like forest is burned to make this as like a fertile ground. There's 2 both cards of birds, but this is like an eagle. Let's read some wisdom about this. But this is now for your full moon in Taurus. In my reading, if you're not used to this style, I'm really exploring this kind of shadows also. Like I took this on purpose to see what you don't see. There's some kind of burning that you don't see. See this kind of, this energy of choice, or going out of comfort zone even, but not this. These are very like a dark times. I hope this is nothing like some kind of situation. It could be even your heart chakra is on the table, so whatever it is with your heart, here it is. Let's read something from here. I translate from this book because this is like Finnish. So this is for now for full moon in Taurus. This is longing for safety and peace. In the Happy Birds Island, there is always warm food and like warm and food and everything what you need. It's a place where you can rest and you can take it easy without any worries. But traveling to this Happy Birds Island, like kind of migrating birds when they go to Africa or somewhere, is not always easy. It's very, very long and heavy, this travel. And many people only, like many just have like a dream about it, going there. And after long winter, the birds also return home and bring the summer with them where they were. During the winter, they bring it with them. It's kind of like wanting something else that you have currently. So it's almost like now in this full moon in Taurus is definitely this kind of earth energy. This is like rather like a air energy, dreamy energy. You're dreaming something could be better. But there is this warning, like the old problems in the new circles will follow you. Like you cannot get rid of the problems just changing the place. But you have to like you cannot escape the problems. So you might feel yourself small. There is this wisdom, like even the great oak is growing from the little seed. So it's every year is reaching higher and higher. So it's like a process. So if you have the difficulties and you want to escape them, just face them. They feel impossible maybe, but you can like get through it. You should not escape the problems flying away. Okay, but what is here maybe is this heart facing the problems, because this is like in the position what you're not seeing. Full moon in Taurus, kind of practical energy. Also, Taurus energy is always focused on money and this kind of like earnings. Here we have it. Okay, I take a little bit time here because I have to find these things, but this is now what you're not seeing, could be in the shadows, but full moon in Taurus, I bring it up to you to face. So this is getting off the problems, like getting out of the problems, working hard, getting like developing wealth. The old is getting destroyed from the new, getting rid of restrictions, more fruitful ground, breakthrough, and like a spiritual growth. So you're not seeing this. This is maybe like the this kind of take me to Wonderland. Indeed, I was thinking about this. Is this suitable? Because you think like these times are so heavy, and then we just go to la 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 land, like escape our problems. I was already thinking when I was preparing this reading, like that's not the way to go, but I know that I can do this kind of psychic readings, and even the question that you soon gonna ask me, if somebody's gonna ask and dare to ask, it can be interesting for any Aries to tap this kind of like a energies that we have and then understand it better. So it's not bad to try to find like a different way to think about something. Like I'm able to think out of the box, so I can offer you that. So we already know we need less of this suffering and working hard and more sweetness. And then we had this almost opposite here. Yes, you feel like you want to escape, but you are having this breakthrough possible. So it's kind of like contradiction thing like here is less, do less like a bodily work and stuff, but still here it is that it's happening. So let me see what is extra to this message. Why is here? So when you burn the forest, like old times, you were like making the ground fertile, burning it. The ground get more fertile and is beneficial to the field. Like fields become made like this when you burn the forest. It almost feel like a burn the old, let the old go. So there are in the forest all kind of plants that you normally have to kind of take off. Maybe like kind of little trees that some people are cutting off that others can grow. And this is like you would have some obstacles in your spiritual wisdom that you have to take off the weeds to have more clarity. So the card is indicating this kind of total like getting clean and new energy on. So sometimes your old way of thinking or models have lived long enough that they are stopping the growth. So you have to kind of look them like should kind of like this was like you need more joy in your life, and this is Maria Kondo, like does this thing bring me joy? When you look objects in your house and there is this like cleaning mentality, like, does this thing bring me joy? This is kind of here, like let's burn it if it doesn't bring me joy, like something like this, that there is something that can block you because you are keeping it around. Maybe some old beliefs even, because this is about mental blocks. Yeah, you can be having prejudice, and you could undervalue yourself or others, or being depressed. So clean your mind from all nonsense and things that have lived long enough. Like exactly this Capricorn energy is now, like we have had this Capricorn like a just do the business somehow, like this kind of mentality so long, and now the times are kind of changing even astrologically. We have even very high Uranus influence currently, which means that there is this kind of potential for huge new way of thinking and creativity and like genius like problem solving. So maybe that the genius was completely have that heureka moment, all the nonsense has to go, all the rubbish has to go, that you can focus on the essential. Because actually indeed the genius are always focused very heavily on one subject. They might be really like laser focused on one thing, and then it becomes a very like a genius indeed, because they are totally like focused on that. So kind of like how this is saying, like smith of all trades, like almost telling me like you shouldn't be that way. You should focus really what is your specialty. Clean that garbage away and free yourself from the past, change and renew your life to a right direction that supports your spiritual growth also. So here we have strong, like facing this kind of like a dense forest, not flying away from it. It was like this Lord of the Ring, there is this dark forest and then everybody's like, let's not go there. No, maybe it's time to kind of like go there, and then you might meet those kind of 3 people even there, like this wise 3 people there in the like, how you call them? Who remember the Lord of the Rings, those 3 people who are protecting the forest? They would be angry if you would be burning everything, but anyway. So anyway, this was now your reading. I think this is, I'm really going interesting direction with this. But heart chakra is here. It's really like a don't be a faker, but be a true lover. So really what matters to you most now is in focus in this full moon in Taurus. And yeah, what is wonderful? What is something you want to keep, Aries? Okay, nobody says anything. Let me see if there is any question, because I was wishing there would be a question. Anybody has a psychic question now, because there would be a moment to me to answer. I am willing to answer you a psychic question. What you need to do is subscribe, and then I can pick your question. And that is about Aries. Of course, maybe everybody who's looking now is not Aries, and that's why the questions are not coming. But let me see, do we add here something else? Because this is the first reading like this, so I could actually still go further, but then every other star sign I have to do the same. So maybe we give something extra. Maybe we go with this. I have always this current feelings of your person. So maybe let's have still actual feelings now for Aries. Let's go to this kind of personal reading still. What is your person feeling about? Let's have a little check. Okay, how many feelings cards I'm gonna pick? Aries. We're gonna have this. So then I have to pull them for every star sign too, but this is now for full moon in Taurus. Smell the flowers, family values. You make me feel safe. Current feelings of a person. Spread your wings and fly. Interestingly, there is this thing. Happiness is a butterfly. Try to catch it. Like every night, it escapes from my hands into moonlight. Every day is a lullaby. Okay. Here, solstice, summer, sun, magic, shaman rituals. Okay, so now it's not solstice for sure, but like there is some kind of ideas that you might have some shamanistic powers. They see that. Maybe you are musical with this, or something about this kind of rituals. Then emotional roller coaster, high and lows, restless pleasure and pain, non-committal addictive connection. So okay, somebody is really addictive, like there is like highs and lows, like a roller coaster with you, they feel. Intense emotions. The forest is burning and then it's calm, the birds are flying. It's kind of okay. Throat chakra. I express the beauty and love of myself in everything I do. And last but not least, Iris Kukudos. And I don't want the world to see me, because I don't think they would understand. When everything is made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. Oh, I love this. This is really like it's the movie City of Angels. There is this Meg Ryan there. This is a beautiful song from that movie. Beautiful. It's a little this kind of tender feelings, I would say, there is now for you. a challenge for you to have more this kind of sweet, even thinking about would you have like a, some like a something to hold dear. If you're burning now, like this was kind of like a burn things that you don't need, but maybe there is something there that you really hold dear, and you're not gonna burn like this kind of like a huge like I think Aries can be fire sign. So if I'm saying like, okay, this is what you not see, maybe you have to be tender even with this kind of destroying all the old. Like there's some person here who see you this kind of sweet way too. So you make me feel safe. So this is your reading. I still don't see any. Okay. One body is saying, Jessica, are you Jessica? Okay, is one card for my love and me. So are you Aries? Because this is Aries reading, and I would like to keep it this way, that when I do this live reading, it's applicable for Aries. So if you answer me that's something to do with Aries, I can take you, yes. Or first one who says that they are Aries, there's something to do with Aries. So can wait this much. Would that question be about Aries? Jessica? I know one other Jessica who is Aries, but I don't see her here. And I just started this full moon readings. There will be all these readings for all star signs. This is the first one. One card for my love and me. Really don't know my birth month. Don't you remember your birthday? How old are you? You don't remember your birth month. I hope you're old enough. Tarot readings should be like at least, I think, 16 years old. I'm waiting still a little bit. I'm just wondering like what else I could say. Okay, let's do a little showcase reading for you, Jessica, then. I wish you are Aries. This is Aries reading. I was tagging everything to be Aries, so. Let's see. Let's take you to Wonderland. But now was war. I moved from country. Okay, so it's this kind of unfortunate thing that you have lost kind of details. So it is indeed maybe sometimes can be good to get some help from spirit then. But my readings we place your energy, Jessica. Okay, now from my tarot reading start always with crystals. So Jessica, okay, I will now pull your crystal. So you have third eye chakra. This is being very intuitive. I can give you a little wisdom about that. So you're asking about your 46. I'm also 46. Are you born in 78? Do you remember the year? If you're born in 78 like me. Let's see. So this is seeing the unseen, this crystal about. Guidance, intuition, secrets, integrity, knowledge, spirituality, inner child, mystery, and dignity. Could actually that you have this inner child related crystal, because if you had kind of like a little blackout of your childhood, maybe you really need some kind of clearance here now. So the Wonderland can be really tapping into some inner child too, but we look for your loved one. So you asked one card for me and loved one. This particular crystal gives you a Halloween deck. Even the Halloween is gone, you will get this answer from this deck. And I will just take this kind of interesting astrological card for you first. Okay, boyfriend's name is Vali. So what now would be for you. There is a planet. It's South Node. There will not be anxiety about trouble. So, okay, this actually South Node is often, if I remember it, something about not so positive things. I'm gonna check fast this planet thing because, yeah, South Node is always no, no, no. So, okay, I know that we have very hard moments here. The Pluto in last moments of Capricorn and even Venus in Capricorn, these times are very dark. You got this kind of South Node card, that message is no, no, no. And there will not be mental anxiety about and physical trouble. So this is almost like Spirit want to warn about something, but you were asking about your boyfriend. One for love me. So I'm gonna pull something else for you, but generally you have some kind of sensitive situation. I wouldn't like to be like this kind of doomsday shouting from the rooftop, but currently the energies are like this. Like we have all kind of this kind of darkness. Currently these energies are really like that. But it will be passing, like there is this 19th of November, and then the sign will go to, Pluto will go to, that is the god of underworld planet, will go to Aquarius, and things will totally shift for next 20 years. So maybe now you really are feeling this heavy anxiety indeed. And does he love me? Let's see. So let's have first this question. Does this guy love us? Valley. Chariot. This is a positive card. This is the champion. This would be a guy who is like classic tarot. Is really this kind of good looking guy. So I would say that this is very active energy. The chariot, I mean, here is this kind of funeral wagon because it's Halloween deck. But it's a forward movement, so he would have possibly, I mean, don't know if he has a car, but in this case it's like showing somebody driving a car. So it is very like this kind of, I'm gonna showing you now the classic tarot cards. You understand what is the guy like. So this, so it's very, very good card. It's good. 7 energy. It's like it's actually very marathon mentality. Like it might take a long time even to go through some ups and downs. But this is this kind of go-getter. So it looks very positive. I'm leaving it on the table so you see this. How the valley is showing up here. I mean, it's in this card, it was showing like this. But I would say it's a positive sign, because this would be really like somebody, like a boyfriend coming to you with a car, like picking you up. Like this is yin and yang energy here. This is after the Lover's card. So things are happening. So there's just something about this South Node trouble. So let's see, we can verify that. Which card I would pull you next? Because this, I want to verify this. Okay, let's verify with this classic deck as well. These cards give yes and no, like does he actually love you? It could be just very infatuated, coming towards, but does he actually love you? This valley. Okay, very patience is here, of course, yes, says here, but it is like a Capricorn, no, Capricorn. Taurus energy is this pentacle energy. So there is this, like this is a working person. So I think, could it be that you ask this question because he's a very work-oriented person, very practical person? Like this card would be a Virgo, but anyway, like a new job, self-employment, building business, trade, reputation, craftsmanship. Somebody who is working very hard for the goals. This would be also the marathon. Somebody who is not giving up. So it's a good partner, I would say. And even, yeah, he's May 29. What is it? I think it's Gemini, yeah. Gemini. This is more like a Cancer card here. But still, I think it's very focused on work. But answer in this card itself is yes. Maybe you feel like that the projects go before you somehow. So that's how you're asking this question. Let me see. Let me give you this kind of love card still for your relationship. Yes, May 29 is the birthday. You know his birthday, that's good. I'm Gemini too. I'm born 1st of June. Let's focus on now this valley. So what is the love message for you? Oh, wow. So you were asking, does he love you? And there is I love you. The card itself. These are powerful words. So practically, out of all cards, these are not all like this, you know? Like they are like whatever. Like you got exactly I love you card. So you should not ask this, he loves you. There was this yes here. This is very like coming towards you. And then even this is I love you. But I think I will read this thing for you so you understand what does it even mean in your relationship that you got this 20 I love you. But it's such a funny thing. Yeah. So these are powerful words. Whether you are addressing pet, a friend, your partner, or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Do not hold these words in. Giving them often and freely will not take their power away. Be ready and willing to say, I love you. So Spirit says, like, if you ask now if he loves you, you should just start saying it. Like, don't hold it back, because this is here. Like, he is clearly love you is coming like here. Recall the last time you expressed love for yourself. Do you love who you are? Do you avoid thinking about how you feel about yourself? Expressions of love are powerful for anyone to receive, including you. Take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible person you are. Declare, I love you. Let that love emanate from you out into the world. A golden-hued angel claps her hands over her heart and gazes into the heavens. She is a reminder that angels do watch over you. If you are not in a loving space, the angels can help by saturating you with unconditional love. The golden color of the angel could denote the sacral chakra. This is a chakra of relationships, feelings, emotions, and identity. Clear and balance your sacral chakra. Okay, so if you have any more need for bettering this relationship of yours, just focus on healing sacral chakra, which is really this, like, allow yourself to have pleasure in your life. Don't become a martyr, don't become a people pleaser, but like take this kind of quality time with your person and yourself and allow yourself to feel pleasure. And that's also like sexuality and creativity are in the same place. So this all plays into the fact that then you are even like don't be fearful to enjoy actually that love you have. So just saying it out, it's just like here now. Jessica, thanks for writing for this moment to say I love you. Yes. Yeah, so possible. I got the first, this kind of planet card was a south node, so just there will not be anxiety about trouble. So I would say like you take it like a careful this time. I don't know if you were having some war-related past or stuff. Just don't go into there. Maybe that energy is still here. Those kind of bad memories, where you're coming from. But this, focusing on cultivating this kind of loving space and like safe things, it's the way to go. And that angels are watching over you. Good thing. Good to know. Okay, so I end this Aries reading here. Thank you for having this question. It's nice to have example readings like this. And let's see if I still do today Taurus. Take me to Wonderland, but I will see if I have energy. But I will do this now in this full moon in Taurus. I will do this extensive readings. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you already didn't. So bye.